For the third update in a row, the apparently underpowered Desert Phantom / Bottom Path Desperado got some buffs this update, which includes a price cut to Avenger and a huge knockback multiplier for all 3 upgrades on the bottom path. Together, we're going to check it out over in this workshop run, where the goal, 2 million pops in this guy, which is going to be quite a challenge. Normally, when I do extra maps, I don't additionally add an extra stipulation on top. Most of the, again, 2 Megapops challenges I do are usually at most advanced, but I don't know. Feel like challenging myself today, and this will be a good indicator of, I think, if it's good or not. For challenges where you want one tower doing all of the pops, you usually get a lot of support around it, but given the support of this guy has been buffed, which let me pull up again, just so you understand what heavy and light balloons mean. Heavy is lead and ceramic, and light is basically anything rainbow and below, aside from that. So for tier 5, like, the knockback percentage is up from pretty much every single balloon, but for the lower tiers, as you see, only some of them ended up getting changed. I added a 4th Dart Monkey over here, pretty awful spot for it, but that's okay. This map is, you absolutely need a Spike Factory, or else you're going to die. So I'm gonna try to make the jump for that right now, if possible. Luckily for me, round 13 is very easy, so mission successful. Spike Factory forwarded, and we can get the show on the road. Well, actually, I would say the show starts once we buy upgrades on the Desperado, namely the tier 3. That's where things start getting spicy. Spike Factory soaking, that will even get a 2nd upgrade for it. I can buy Geraldo now, but we don't really need him until a little bit later, which, yep, I'm gonna have to repeat again. Hands down, Geraldo is the best hero for 2 Megapops challenges, not just for the JFR, but for the utility. I actually am going to drop him now because I think in order to get through this round here, well, we're going to need his main attack. That's one thing. And I think just these 6 pops there is enough to hold off. And if it's not, then I think some stuff that would help benefit the Spike Factory is like stuff like a Jar of Pickles. This basically doubles the damage of Spike Factory while reducing the attack speed. I think the overall net is like 1.5x damage, so definitely worth considering. Especially since I still am dying this round. Okay, this might be a very unlikely candidate to save round 22, but get this. 000 Mermonkey, they made it cheaper this update, and you see, it did 29 damage on round 22. I couldn't find another tower that does anywhere near that amount. We just need the balloons to be clumped, and it does a crazy amount of damage, like you see there. Oh my god, we almost made it through 23. Well, I guess I gotta waste money on this and Nomad, because if I'm gonna get the Enforcer anyway... Oh, what? Buying upgrades made my Desperado worse. Okay. How about we don't... Yeah, we don't change this, because that's where the Mermonkey did the most damage. We changed the second part. That's still an issue. Okay, how about Bullseye on Strong? Get a crit, please. Crit. No crit, but better targeting. I'll take it. Instead of the proposed Jar of Pickles earlier, I'm gonna just spend 160 on glue. Maybe, if I just spend on this one upgrade to buy more time, it will allow me to save for Enforcer and have me stop spending on useless upgrades. Not useless as in, like, this could be useful, but if I can not buy that and just survive with this 160 glue, then it's worth. And yep, I think that's just what the doctor ordered. Now, oh, I forgot glue only lasts a couple rounds. That's okay. Got the Enforcer now. Now, got some utility and some damage, but not super reliable damage. Enforcer is still leaking a lot of balloons, but don't be surprised because I believe, like, the balloons on the horizontal and workshop move at 150% speed. There's not a lot of towers that would be able to handle that speed very well. As badly as I want to get discount first, I don't think I can do that. Alchemist must come first. And maybe that makes things a little bit easier. Not quite. Things are still far too fast, but again, I think it warrants another glue or what? God, I'm wasting so many Geraldo items early game. I don't like this, but I guess, you know, that's what the power of the time machine is for. If I do end up realizing I spent too much, well, we'll head back to the surrounding and redo it. So I end up surviving, but the glue was incredibly short-lived. I only made it, it only made it half a round before it disappeared. Anyway, let's just get a village down. Buy range on it. It'll increase the main range of the Enforcer attack without sacrificing the Wanderer attack speed. Friendly reminder that, well, I wasn't able to get all leads, but friendly reminder that most important thing is to keep attack speed of a Bottom Path Desperado by not putting anything in range. Technically that applies for every Desperado, but it's a lot easier because the Bottom Path has the tiniest range. Okay, I cannot do this, come on. Okay, we got lucky this time. I found more consistency just putting the Berserker Broom close. Pretty sure I might be dead again here. These leads are even longer than before. Oh, I leaked, yeah, the final 2 leads, that's really annoying. How can I spend from not, or prevent from having to drop a 3rd glue? Because genuinely, it's starting to turn into a colossal waste of money at this point. Try Alchemist on Strong here, but it just falls behind because the Desperado isn't getting the AMD shots. I have an idea that might be dumb, but let's try it. This glue here will lose me a stack of Wanderer, and so it has less attack speed, but I think I plan to do that anyway, because I need to find a good glue spot, and I think I can only find one good glue spot. I am going to discount and do this. 010. Try to slow down the leads that were missed. Unfortunately, that didn't work either. Alright, 10 tries later, I give up. I can't do it. 3rd glue then. That's $500 in glue and counting. I'm starting to now realize that maybe I should have bought an extra upgrade instead of needing those glues. But either way, let me just take a look here. How good is the single target of this guy? I mean, it's not shabby, given how fast it came and went. I think there's some promise there, especially if we do jungle drums and slow it down. Let's see how much time this buys us. Maybe extensions too, to make it go down, but I'm just curious. Oh no, that's still off by a lot. Yikes. Talk about wasting money, but how about some road spikes here? Even if I do 10 of them right now, that is still cheaper than a Maelstrom at 700. This is 100 damage, by the way. Let's see if that's good enough. No motor? No. No motor. Turn to rainbows. Primary training and motor. Surely. Surely this time. No, it just gets worse. Okay, I give up on everything. Slow down, Maelstrom, and let's just get this over with. I am stressing way too much about $150, but there is good reason to, because again, it just keeps on piling up. I think with optimizations, we could have had, again, $500 more right now. Now, let's also not forget that the challenge right now is still to get 2 million pops, and right now, there are still so many pops that are getting stolen by other towers. 1,000 each Sharp Monkey. Probably 3,000 of these guys already. So we really got to get this guy beefed up before we start getting overwhelmed. And this is what I mean. We were $300 off of Avenger. If I got it, we wouldn't die this round. But now, it either costs 300 to remove the motor or another 160. Because I want to play ethical balloons, I also don't want to do a Dairy Fire. But yeah, we'll resort to that if I genuinely can't beat it. But for now, glue seems like the cheapest option, so add that to our total tally. And even then, we barely survive. Sheesh. Avenger should be big, though. Shouts out to the 2k price buff for allowing this to happen, by the way. Desert Phantom is going to be a very hard save up, and I also am dead to fortified leads. God. This thing requires so much support, and I think you can very clearly see right now, it's not really an issue of DPS. I mean, things are still leaking, but I think it's worth sacrificing, again, 1 stack to get a glue early. We've now got tier 4 Alk buff, as well as a primary training, but I'm just kind of curious. Again, if I give this too much range, this could be bad. Then that will mean the stronger stim will be in range of the middle attack, and we'll have 1 stack only. So yes, in a way, we would be nerfed if we had to buy this upgrade right now. Also, the money is there for a mob glue, if this Avenger still doesn't have mob damage, but my god, that knockback, what an upgrade from Enforcer. I mean, I guess the ability to knock mobs back is a big thing. The Enforcer didn't have that, that's why it struggled, but wow. I'm impressed. This might be the OP tower rather than the Desert Phantom. As I said, this tower has gotten a buff every single time there's been an update, including the update that got released. There were like sub-patches, I think, where either a bug got fixed or something along the lines of that. But either way, I think the last time I even tested out this tower was like 2 updates ago. So I didn't even test out the buffs from last time. And so let me just say, oh, also, multiple mobs are a big issue. So I definitely can see us needing some support. Yeah. That's no good. How cheap is a mob glue? 3305. The issue is really that the mobs and ceramics coming from the wrong lane, so yeah. That's what's causing those leaks. That looked a lot better. Anyway, I think I was saying that I don't recall the last time I used Enforcer 2 updates ago for it to be this damn strong. Like, sheesh. Halfway to Desert now, but honestly, I feel like with the power it has, we just need more utility. So I low-key think going for Overclock first, even though that would delay the tier 5, would be better. Because I am sick and tired of leaking all this. Let's also just get a glue splatter and put on first to try to snipe those things. Okay, Retrying does it. The biggest issue is that when the mob that is mob glued and slowed down pops into ceramics, they are not slowed. We're contingent on the glue landing on them, but if it lands or if it attacks at the wrong time, ceramics just speed on through the range on this guy. And that's why a second glue is important, but yeah, and I don't know if I want to get rid of the go down one more stack. Chemo LEDs have entered the chat, and now I am now dead. Again, ethical gaming. I think the solution here would just be give Chemo in this guy. And now we're good. No, we're not good. The Alchemist can't get every lead. Or Chemo. How about on Strong then? Come on. Come on, there we go. That'll do. That saved $50. Hashtag worth. BFB should be easy. If it's an isolated target, we good. I believe this and next round is the round I am dead, because if 59 was an issue with some leads, there are infinite leads on 63. So I think by that point, I have to either get my MIB or something. This just can't keep going on right now. And if I die this round too, I think I just gotta bite the bullet. Come on. See if you can handle this. Nope. Yeah, Desert Save Up isn't happening right now. Let's pivot. Well, plan A, like I said, Overclock. So, the thing is with the Desperado, once again, even though Overclock is a 1.67 times buff, it's not the same in Desperado because it has a 2-shot burst that, where the shots in between the bursts do not get affected by attack speed. So, my guess is like closer to a 1.4x buff. Still good, but it might not be enough to make a difference, seeing that I might be dead this round. Come on. Please tell me. Overclock really should have made a better difference than that, but hey. The other good thing about the Overclock, once again, is it can get D-Light all the LEDs. 63? Easy. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Never mind. All we needed was for a single D-Lighter, and we're solid. Even that 1.5x speed, Cerams, they stand no chance against the burst. Burst to the bottom path, and that's what it provides. Or rather, I guess that's its sticking point. Not as good against single targets, but better when, you know, the shrapnel can hit other balloons. So, Groot rounds, it salivates. And I think with that Overclock through, we can finally get a Desert Phantom rolling, probably by the mid-70s. It's around 75, and I do not have it yet, so I think I'm a little bit in danger. But wait. While 75 is harder for a lot of towers, once again, when it's grouped, it doesn't care. It has the group PP. This round too? Nice, we have enough attack speed to keep up. Yeah, that Overclock was much needed, and that was indeed fairly easy save up to Desert Phantom. Once again, it's got the damage, just not the consistency, especially on a short lane map. But we have it now, and now we buy other buffs. What more is there to say? Although, I bet we could probably hold off from buying those buffs for a while, because there are no DDTs until round 90. So for now, enjoy, as it destroys stuff like that 78 ceramic wave, which I must say is very satisfying. Here it is again, in case you would like to see. God damn, before even using its shotgun attack, it already destroyed the ZMG with just the pistol, so don't sleep on the pistol either. That didn't get buffed this update, but I think it was another update where the single target is actually pretty decent, which is going to be helpful because right now I did the math already on every other tower on this map, and currently they total about 20,000 pops. Which, by the way, in 2 Meg Pops, you're usually allowed just 42,000 of leeway, so we've already used up almost half our leeway just in saving up to Desert Phantom. But I don't expect any more pops to be stolen from anything but the bad rounds, I feel like, or the rounds where balloons are still coming out here. But those are few and far between. Most of the rounds at this point are just the mob rounds, so they're always going to come this way, which is ideal. We'll just get by Relentless Glue, because I know I need it anyway. So what I was thinking in terms of next steps is probably this. We'll buy our MIB now, but before that, I'm a greedy mofo. And so I'm going to get a discount here too, to discount that MIB. Just making sure this reach is perfect, and that giving range does not make this lose the 3rd stack or the 2nd stack. Good. While we're already here, I mean, of course, we're going to make the jump to Call to Arms, so we have another attack speed option to work with. We are also just 1 round away from unlocking level 20, so if I wanted to refresh or use items now, I would get a refresh, but I don't think I need to spend the money, so we're good. DDTs here should be fine, yep. Knockback on that is insane too, I also forgot the whole time. I could Sharpening Stone this thing. Oh my god, I could have done that to make some rounds a bit easier, I guess, in the 60s or mid-game, but or actually did I? Once again, it was not a damage issue. Rather a consistency, attack speed, so maybe it was fine to have not used that. Call to Arms now. And this is big, yeah, this is a pretty tough round. Once again, ceramics are changing its targeting priority, and so we actually die, even with Call to Arms. That's insane. So much bonus attack speed, yet it still slips through. How about a 5th glue? I think it might be needed this round. Or wait. The excess money is still there for a Sabo, so I'm gonna just get it now, because I think I need it anyway. Yeah, we gotta pull out all the stops for this round, like, surprisingly. Usually you don't see this round being difficult, but yeah, Sabo makes things piece of cake now that those cerams aren't zooming on by. Who'd have thunk it? More DTs this round. Well, Sabo once more. I got a lot of excess cash. I don't know what to spend the money on. I seem to be having great success without buying much at the moment. Our biggest concern is really when everything pops into Moabs and something tries to sneak through behind us, but those group rounds, I'm telling ya, not a problem. I might need to get a 2nd Sab with this round, just because I know 1 never lasts the entirety of all DTs, but maybe it might. As long as I use a Call to Arms after this. Nope. No need for that either. I mean, I guess we could flex and do the 3rd challenge, save up as much cash on Workshop while getting 2 million pops on an extra map of all things. Because 96 seems like a breeze. I feel like, with that said, as long as I use 1 of the road items on 98, I'll be fine. Okay, after seeing that death though, I think 1 extra Sabo wouldn't hurt. I need these balloons to slow the F down. Okay, I didn't need the 2nd Sabo this time, but again, it's probably worth having anyway. In fact, we'll probably use it early. Actually, never mind. It was a waste to use it because the knockback of this thing just keeps them at negative speed anyway. So again, it's only worth using when I need to slow down Moabs, not anything else. Okay, I guess we're just gonna Raw Dog 98. I probably could have used another turn for that, but anyway. Sabo now. It's only 550, so I'll use it, but I died before I could use it. No, I think Extensions is better. Extensions because it just buys me time, simply put, or both. Why not both, as they say. We have to use a Call to Arms here, so to cover the attack speed downtime of the overclock. I'm still not using this. I don't know why. It's actually better to use this so it clumps it. Yeah. Before things start turning is the best time to blow. And I think if all the ZMGs are dead, then we're good. I don't think we need to use any of these here. And we can save our Sabo for 99. Wow. That was easy and clean. I definitely don't think you can consider this tower a bottom tier upgrade anymore, can you? I don't know, but we've got a lot to work with next round. Also, how did I still die with a Sabo active? That's nuts. And this thing, too. Okay, I know here. Let's Sabo. I need a glue, I think. Because Relentless is not gluing these ceramics. Give them enough time. And we beat 99. And look at that. 40k heading into this round. We need 43,000 pops on the bad out of, I think, the RB is 50,000. First off, without buying anything more, I want to see how close I am. So, let's just play it through. Use this. Use extensions, and that does not look pretty so far, so... That tells me everything I need to know in terms of need to do more damage. But if I'm looking at the numbers, this thing has done about 10,000 damage plus. And I can still get more damage by using Reju potions. Here's the plan. We have 2 Reju potions, so I'm gonna use one, not now per se, but I've added +3 damage debuff so that more of the damage heads onto the Desert Phantom, if that is of any help. And I don't know if Reju was the best choice there, but do this now, and I don't know. That's 15,000 damage on the Spike Factory, which, yeah, I can't use a second time. I think that's going to use too many spikes up. Once again, I can always redo the round if I think I'm going to not have enough, pops to spare. This is going to pop, though. Blue Strike and Sabo now. Double Sabo, it was a little bit too late for that. But this is going to come down much closer to the wire than I expected, which is not ideal. Okay, take 2. Extensions now. Oh, what the hell? How did that do all that damage? 15.8. Yeah, it's about the same damage. But why so much earlier this time? I don't know, but we'll slow this down again. Get ready to Sabo, because it could be any time now. Any time now that DT's blow. Come on. Sabo? Glue Strike? Oh, I see the issue. I see the issue. It's that, well, it couldn't reach. The pistol couldn't reach. Anyway, we've got the ZMGs on the ropes. Keep it over here. Sabo again. Please, yes, 2 million was there. Saw for a brief moment, but if you want to just look for yourself, we're 5.6k over. All in all, I'd say that was pretty fun, and I hope you enjoyed it too, because even though, 2 Mega Pops challenges have been tried like over and over for years already, sometimes it can be pretty refreshing if you play ethically and, I guess, challenge yourself on harder maps. So that's all I have to say. Click here again if you want to watch more.